Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Fantasy Matters podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Nicholson, and as always, I'm joined by my son, Mr. Brendan Nicholson.
We cover matchups of the week, who starts and who sits, games to watch, who's balling and who's falling, and a waiver wire. Welcome to Fantasy Matters.
Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Fantasy Matters Fantasy Football Podcast. This is season 4, finishing up episode 14 tonight, getting ready for that playoff push. How you doing, Brendan?
I'm good.
Doing all right?
Yeah.
Coming off that big Eagles win.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, like I said, we're getting ready for the playoffs, man. Me and Brendan, the season's progressing pretty well. So we got to get locked in. The playoffs are almost here. We both fighting for a position. So this tonight ought to be good. You fighting for it. Don't be like that. Let's start off with the injuries. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So some of the injuries to pay attention to with your roster. Christian Watson, Green Bay receiver, concussion, probably is going to be out.
Mm-hmm.
Kaimi Fairbairn, kicker for the Texans, got a quad injury, probably going to be out. I'm sure they signed a kicker. So you saw their running back kick the field goal.
Yeah.
That was incredible, bro. It'd be nice for us to get him in the podcast somehow, but that was pretty cool. All right, back to the list. Josh Downs, wide receiver for the Colts, knee injury. I haven't seen any reports about how serious it is, but he's probably going to be out for at least a couple games. Cam Akers, torn Achilles again. I haven't seen. Did you see if it was the same foot or?
I don't know.
I'm not sure either. We need to figure that one out. But anyway, he's out for the year with a torn Achilles. Jaron Hall, quarterback for the Vikings, he had a concussion. He took a big old hit.
I seen that.
Oh my God, bro, he was doing good too, but he didn't really protect himself too
Kaboom!
good. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Speaking of kaboom, Daniel Jones, the Giants, torn ACL. He done for the year. Man, I thought the Giants was going to be pretty good this year. They just turned into a train wreck, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they're pretty much done. They're looking for next year. Tight end Dallas Goedert, Eagles, forearm fracture. We saw that too. Yeah, we knew.
Oh, yeah. I was like, well, that's tough.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah, just the way he was sitting there and he was holding it, I was like, oh, man, he's in some pain. But they say he's going to be out, what is it, 4 weeks?
Yeah.
And that includes the bye week, so maybe he'll miss like 3 games. So we'll see how that goes for the Eagles. A little bit of adversity with Dallas Goedert. Wide receiver Vikings, KJ Osborne got a concussion. He took a big old hit too. What'd you say? Kaboom.
Kaboom.
Yeah, he got one. And then lastly, Jamar Chase, wide receiver for the Bengals, got a back injury. Got to watch that. He says it's kind of getting kind of tight, making it tough to move. They haven't said if he's going to miss time or anything, but just watch it if you got him on your roster. All right. Teams on bye this week. Chiefs, Rams, Dolphins, and Eagles, all on bye for week 10. So when we go through each player, we'll kind of give you some hints on bye week replacements. I know. What are you going to do this week? Your Eagles aren't playing.
Dude, the Eagles aren't playing. The Dolphins, I got Eagles players. I got Dolphins players. I don't know.
Well, the NBA started. Maybe the Heat will be on TV or something. So
they need to be. There ain't no games today.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Maybe by the weekend, though. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. All right. So usually when we get started, I give Brendan a few minutes to talk about his Eagles. For those who don't know, Brendan is a huge Eagles fan. So what you got for us this week, partner?
It was a good all around game.
You liked it?
Yeah. Happy they won. Sloppy in areas.
Really?
Yeah.
What areas were they sloppy?
Ooh, man, secondary.
You're a tough fan.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I didn't think Dallas would get as many passing yards as
I
they
did.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Yeah, you did say it was coming.
Because I knew Slade wasn't gonna follow.
Right.
He stayed away from Slade's side. He did. He went to Bradbury and Eli Ricks. He stayed over there.
You know, Slade and Dak went to college together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So you would think.
Yeah, and he flipped him.
He did.
He said, "Yeah, man, I flipped my dog." That's what he said.
Yeah. That was a well played game to me. Of all the games of the week, all the games were good all weekend. Don't get me wrong, but to end up with the Dallas and Philly game on Sunday was a treat for NFL fans. It was well played.
You think that one's better than the Texas game?
Yeah. The Texas game was fun to watch. I think it was special. I mean, watching that dude got a comeback, that was pretty good too. But I enjoyed the Dallas Eagles game. It was like a football at a high level. And, you know, as not a casual fan, but as a really deep fan of the NFL, that was fun to watch. And it wasn't based on like turnovers or teams giving away the ball. It was just good, strong play. So yeah. I enjoyed it. Your boys are good, though. Your boys are really good.
They got work to do.
All NFL teams have work to do. But even if they're not playing their best, they're still winning.
Yeah.
So make it to the bye. You're what? 8-1?
Mhm.
I like it. You want to take the quarterbacks?
Yep.
All right, go ahead, jump into it. You got it.
All right. So
Okay.
QB's to start if you got him on your team.
Right?
Deshaun Watson.
At the Ravens?
Yep.
You start him? You feel good about him?
No, that Ravens defense is tough.
Right, they are.
Ravens is nice.
They throttled the Seahawks too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But the Browns, they were punishing the Cardinals.
He went 19 for 30, 219.
Mhm.
It's not bad,
right?
but I don't know.
So if you had him, you wouldn't start him or you would?
On this team, no. I don't know. My team, I need Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't need help. I need Jesus.
Yeah, you need Aaron Jones. That's what you need. That's all. That's what you need.
Fields.
I guess in this case, or Justin Fields will come back. I don't know. If I had him, I'd probably look well elsewhere if I played the Ravens. If I had the Ravens, if I had Deshaun Watson playing against the Ravens, I don't know if I would trust that. I don't know if I would trust that one.
We got Will Levis versus the Bucks.
I like Will Levis.
I do too. I like his game a lot. And he got a strong arm.
Dude, he's got a cannon, man. He can throw
most people got pew, they got pistols.
Yeah.
He got a cannon.
Yeah. I like his game, man. I think we know the Bucks can give up yards because CJ Stroud just got in the Hall of Fame on them. Great day. How does that happen? And your head coach is a defensive-minded coach?
Oh, wow.
So, I don't know, but I like Will Levis against the Bucks. Based on what we've seen, what they can give up, you got to feel good about starting Will Levis. But he's not. I like him, man. I like him. If you had to rank the young quarterbacks, how would you rank
CJ.
him? CJ Stroud is number one?
Mm-hmm.
Who's number two?
Goodness.
Would you go with Levis? Because you got like Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson.
I would do
Kenny Pickett.
I'd do Will Levis.
Yeah, I feel
Will
like
Levis
he's number
is
two.
Yeah.
I feel like he's number two. So that's encouraging. But all right, cool. We beat him up enough. He's a starter. All right.
Dak Prescott versus the Giants.
No way.
Why not? Oh.
Dude, they played week 1 and he got 15 points because the defense and special teams scored all their points.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm not doing that again. I have Dak and I'm not, we'll talk about it later, but if I do have him, I wouldn't start him this week. This is not the week to play him. I wouldn't.
Okay. And then we have Jordan Love against the Steelers.
That's another one. No way for me.
Mm-mm.
I feel like that Steelers pass rush is going to get to him.
Yeah, they nice.
Yeah, that might be a rough day.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a rough day. Unless they can get your boy going.
If they get my boy going, then they're going to win guaranteed.
Yeah. So in this case, Brendan's boy is Aaron Jones.
Mm-hmm.
If they can get Aaron Jones going to like an elite level of production, maybe. But Jordan Love against that Steelers defense, nah, bro, I'm okay. I might look elsewhere. What about some dudes, some bye weeks? What you got?
So these are some dudes you could pick up just in case you need somebody who got a bye week, injury, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
CJ Stroud versus the Bengals.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Man, he looked comfortable tearing the Bucks up. I'm telling you, man, better get the Texans now because one more draft and they're going to have a legit NFL team.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be really good. They're going to be really good. So CJ Stroud is a bye week. I'm good with that for sure against the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Josh Dobbs.
Yeah.
That dude.
Oh yeah. I mean, fresh off the plane. That was a good story too.
Been there for 5 hours.
He said he didn't know everybody's names. I'll figure that out next week. But if you're Atlanta's defense, don't you know that he's probably going to run because he doesn't know the offense fully? I don't know. But good for him. 3 total TDs. I think he's worked his way into the conversation of being a bye week replacement. Dobbs is tough.
Mm-hmm.
He's tough. I like him. Okay.
Zach Wilson at the Raiders.
I didn't think we'd ever say Zach Wilson's a good start, but yeah.
If you need him, then you can put him out there.
Yeah.
Again, but like if you good, don't.
The thing, like when you watch the Jets and the Chargers week 9, the Jets defensive line, they got a lot of sacks. And the Raiders, man, I think the Jets D-line is going to take over that game. So the Jets offense is going to get a lot of chances. I could see Wilson having a real good game as a bye week replacement for week 10. So I like him on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Then last year we got Gardner Minshew at the Patriots.
Gardner's been putting
in
up some
Germany.
In Germany, right?
He got to show out.
Yeah. I just feel like the Patriots are bad in the United States. They might be a little worse in Germany. I
gotta wake up late.
Yeah, I just don't get good vibes about them being, on top of their game in Germany. And Gardner Minshew has been putting some numbers up. So,
Yeah.
You rolling. Take the running backs. You take the running backs.
Okay. 2 for 2?
I'm on vacation. I get the wide receivers.
All right. Deontay Foreman versus the Panthers.
That's going to be tricky, right? It's a good matchup.
Yeah, but Khalil Herbert.
Right. Exactly. Khalil Herbert's coming back.
I was about to say, they run the wheels off of Deontay Foreman. Run the wheels off of him.
Yeah.
And I don't know with Khalil Herbert coming back, how much is that going to take away from his carries, if it does at all?
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy because, they signed him in the offseason, right? And they had Rashawn Johnson, Deontay Foreman, and Khalil Herbert. All three of them were there. We didn't hear about Deontay Foreman until everybody got hurt.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are they going to do with him? I mean, is he going to go back to being not a factor, or is he going to get 10, 12 carries a game? It's crazy. I don't know. But to me, I think, with Tyson Bagent, he's probably going to start again week 10. I would run the ball a lot.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll see. That's a tricky start.
So, I think him and Khalil Herbert going to split.
Okay.
More than just Khalil Herbert, just take him off.
Right.
Because Khalil Herbert, but Khalil Herbert wasn't he's not like a main starter like Christian McCaffrey or Derrick Henry or DeAndre Swift. He's not that main of a guy to where when he comes back, he's automatically taking all the carries again.
Yeah. So with us, we're in a quarter, as far as the quarterback go, we're in a one quarterback league. I know some leagues you can start 2 quarterbacks, right? But in our league, you usually start multiple running backs. So with Foreman and Herbert, do you start Herbert you start Foreman as like a running back 2?
I wouldn't start
3?
both at the same time.
Nah, it's not like that. Yeah, not like that.
But if I had to, I'll put him as my running back 3.
That's what I thought too. Because if he's your running back 3, you probably got 2 other running backs in the starting lineup.
That's better than him.
Yeah, that's getting some good carries.
Yeah.
And if you get 12 to 15 points from your running back 3, that's pretty good. Oh, that's cool. All right, bet.
All right, now we got Jonathan Taylor at the Patriots.
They ramping him up. Ramping him up.
18 rushes and he had 5 catches.
23 touches. Yeah.
And in our league, we're in the PPR league, so that point per reception. That's nice.
Yeah, good point. That's a good point. So, yeah, they ramping him up. He's definitely a good start in Germany. I think he's probably going to be one of the highlights of that game.
Yep.
Cool.
Jahmyr Gibbs at the Chargers.
That's another one.
That man had 150.
His last game, man, he looked good.
152.
He looked
and 26 touches.
He looked real good. But what's the but? David Montgomery's coming back.
Oh.
So it's like, what do you do? The same thing with Herbert and Foreman. I mean, I think I saw an interview with Gibbs, and he said that he was working on being more patient. That was prior to the Monday night game when they lit it up on that Monday night. But he said he was working on being more patient, trying to be a more efficient runner in the NFL. He was kind of getting used to it. It seems if you get 152 yards, you're used to it. You know the deal. So, but Montgomery was putting numbers up too when he was running it. So
I will say their position is different from the Bears' position.
How so?
Because the Bears, their running back, he didn't put up 152 every week.
Right.
Jamar Gibbs constantly put up numbers.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's going to be different to figure out if you constantly keep this person in or not.
Yeah.
Because, you can run David Montgomery a little bit, but you still probably want to give Jamar Gibbs most of the touches. And then you can just squeeze him in there whenever he get tired.
Yeah. What are you thinking, like 70-30, 60-40?
Yeah, around 60-40.
60-40.
Yeah.
And Detroit's a good offense. So they're both probably going to put up numbers, but so it's probably closer to like maybe 80 yards rushing, 20 yards receiving, and a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's a fair game. So does that make him a running back too?
Yes.
Okay. So
even with David Montgomery. Yes.
Right.
Because honestly, they might put them both out there, and one of them might do a swing or catch a pass out the backfield.
I would feel comfortable either with Jahmyr Gibbs being a running back 2, or if I had David Montgomery, I would put him in as a running back 2 as well. Because it seems like, and you can check me if you think I'm wrong on this one, but in the NFL, when you're game ready, when you're dressed and you're ready to go, there's no, if you're coming back from injury, if you're suited up, you're going to get your full load. There's no easing you back into it. You're going to get your full workload. So, Detroit should be running a lot. I hope that doesn't hurt Laporta though. Oof. Well, we'll see.
Forgot about that guy.
Yeah, I can't forget about him. It was nice. All right. Okay, so we would start Gibbs. Okay.
Then Javonte Williams at Buffalo.
What you think about Buffalo, man?
I don't know. They
look real shaky.
You want to know what it is?
What?
They ain't giving Diggs the ball. They throwing these other people the ball.
Messing up your fantasy.
Yeah.
Flow. Yeah. He gonna get his numbers. He usually does. But it's just out to me, like we talked about this with some guys at work. I just feel like, the window's starting to close on them. They don't look as dominant as they have in previous years. To me, I don't know. It just doesn't look right. Maybe they'll turn it around, but I'm not as impressed with the Bills as I have been in previous years. But back to Javonte Williams, it seems like he's getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
And coming back from the ACL injury, I know. Go ahead.
I was about to say, you usually don't like your L team.
The ACL team?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what Brendan is saying is normally, I said when we were getting ready in the summer that I stayed away from guys with ACL tears. That just wasn't my thing. I still think it's a year recovery, though.
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's a year recovery because with Williams early in the year, the production wasn't there. Yeah. But he's getting more and more carries, more and more yards as we get deeper into the season. So I think I'm at a point where I feel comfortable with him now. Like if I had him on my squad, I'd be happy because he had a big week, man. I think it had to have been week 8 because they were on bye week 9. But yeah, so against Buffalo, I think he's got a good matchup. It's at Buffalo though, so we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Cool. What about some bye week replacements?
Jalen Warren at Green Bay.
That could be a good game
versus
for Mr.
Green
Warren.
Bay. They're at home.
Yeah, it could be a good game for Mr. Warren. That's a good one. I like it.
Yeah, 11 rushes, 88 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And he had some catches, 3 of them.
He gets his touches.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Najee kind of split it almost 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
And he it's crazy because I have Najee Harris. It seems like when Warren comes in, Najee will get like a 3-yard run, and then Harris will come in and get a 12-yard run. So he'll be a good one. He'll be a good one. I'm not sure how he's rostered throughout the fantasy world, but he's a good bye week replacement for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Then we got James Conner at the Falcons.
Nice.
Did you?
I did.
You did?
I did. And I would advise a lot of people, James Conner probably got cut because he had a knee injury. He's probably missed like maybe 3 or 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
But he's back for week 10. He's got a good matchup with the Falcons. And he did the same thing last year. Last year, he got hurt and missed like 4 games, maybe a quarter of the way through the season. And he just got forgotten about. So I did the same thing last year. I picked him up, and he did work for me late last year. So I'm hoping this year he
do the same thing.
Yeah. They got a nice schedule coming back. Kyler Murray's coming back. So their offense should get a jolt. So I'm all about Conner. So if you can get him as a free agent,
get him.
Highly recommend it. It's a good list.
Mm-hmm. Chuba Hubbard at Chicago.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll start him.
Yeah.
Or I'll grab him if I need him.
Yeah.
My team. Actually, I don't really need him on my team yet.
Yeah. Chuba, man, he's
nice.
It seems like it's some drama with Miles Sanders down in Carolina, man. It's just not, it's not going well.
Yeah.
So Chuba's the guy.
Yeah, look like it.
Yeah, he had more carries. I mean, he outpaced Sanders in carries last week. So he might be a good bye week. Man, you rolling. You're on your game tonight.
And then your arch nemesis, or kind of mine, Antonio Gibson.
Yeah.
Because I know he's been taking some of your boy runs and catches. Just a little bit of them, not a lot.
Bit, enough. It's probably 60-40.
Yeah, he had 6 rushes and 5 targets. That's 11 touches.
Pretty good day, man.
Yeah.
What, 76 yards from scrimmage? That ain't bad for a bye week guy.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Yeah. He's got a good matchup with Seattle.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't stop nobody.
Oh, no. So we'll see, man. Yeah, because they got hammered by the Ravens. Yeah. So, okay, cool. Antonio Gibson, I like it. I'll take the wide receivers. Give you some time to catch your breath.
Are you going to do wide receivers and tight ends?
I might. It depends. We'll see. I have my medicine, so I'm feeling good.
Uh-oh.
I might switch back, though. All right, so the first wide receiver, George Pickens versus the Packers. He had an awful game. Awful game last week. So you don't like it?
Nah.
Yeah. I don't necessarily like it either. Yeah, if you had Deontay Johnson, you got to feel good.
Yeah.
But George Pickens, not so much. Yeah, it's like we've seen a couple weeks where the production just hasn't been there. And there's been a little chirping in the media. He's disappointed. Tomlin talked about it in the press conferences early in the week. But, it all comes down to Pickett.
Yeah.
And I don't,
And whoever he throw the ball to.
Yeah. I don't feel good about Pickens. If I had him, I might look elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Marquise Brown, by contrast, playing Atlanta.
I don't
With
know.
Kyler Murray back?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how this first game look.
Yeah. So I talked to a couple fantasy drafters, and they picked up or traded for Marquise Brown specifically for when Kyler Murray came back. Just to
Did somebody
maybe
pick
get a
up
push.
Kyler?
Yeah, somebody picked him up in our league. So
Man.
at like midnight, 2:00 in the morning, where everybody else is sleeping, picked up Kyler Murray. It was a good pickup, though.
Go to sleep.
I know, right? But Arizona's O-line is nice, man.
Yeah.
Those dudes can block. So I don't know. I think us fantasy heads might be surprised. Arizona might be all right. So I like Marquise Brown for sure.
Yeah.
What about Darnell Mooney playing the Panthers?
Yes.
Bajent was throwing his way now.
Yeah, he
He's
was.
throwing his way.
Yeah, I hope he stopped.
Because you had a great pickup, but we'll get to that in a minute. But Mooney, I mean, what do you have? 5 catches for 82 yards
Yes.
on 6 targets?
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's
You
not
caught
bad
most of
work.
them. That's not
bad
all.
work.
Yeah.
That's like wide receiver 2 range, right? You think?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, if he's playing, he's got a good matchup against the Panthers. So yeah, I think he's startable. You can start him and feel good about it.
Mm-hmm.
This dude Tank Dell at the Bengals. He's been putting up. It's like up and down.
Yeah.
Right. I think he was up. He got a concussion. He missed a
Down.
couple games, and then but against the Bucks, he came back big.
Yeah.
Yeah. 114 yards, 2 TDs.
Yeah. Can't complain about that.
Stroud throws it his way.
Yeah.
So I think Tank Dell's definitely a good start playing the Bengals. I like him. I like him a lot. Let's go down to the bye week guys. I think this is a cat that you have, Jahan Dotson.
Yeah, I do.
You picked him up. That was a good pickup. To me, he's a good bye week replacement. Playing Seattle, I think Seattle has a couple guys that can cover, but Washington, they get passing yards. They should be okay, I think. I mean, Dotson, 69 yards and a touchdown, 4 catches on 8 targets. That's good work.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna look at I think I kind of have to play him. Either I have to play him or I try to pick up somebody.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see.
I think the thing is, I think Curtis Samuel's nicked up. As long as Curtis Samuel's not playing, Jahan is like solid
That
number
dude,
2.
yeah.
Because McLaurin's a number 1.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
But I will feel good.
He's him.
Yeah, he's him. I would feel good about Dotson as my number 2.
Yeah.
Michael Wilson, Cardinals receiver.
At Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't play last week,
He
did he?
did not.
He did not.
Missed week
Okay.
9 with a shoulder.
Shoulder.
But they say he's going to play week 10.
Okay.
Big target.
Can't miss him.
Yeah. Wide catch radius. Looks like
Yeah.
a basketball player.
Mhm.
So with Murray back, that might be somebody he would target early and often because the dude, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
He should get some looks.
It's a bailout.
I like him. DeMario Douglas, the Patriots, as a bye week replacement. Normally, like to me, when you pick up a receiver, it's based on quarterback play.
Yeah.
And Mac Jones hadn't proven to be the strongest quarterback, so you might tend to shy away from it. But a bye week, you got to do something.
Yeah.
Right? So Kendrick Bourne, the lead receiver, is out for the rest of the year with the torn ACL. But this guy, Demario Davis, he led him in targets. So
Okay.
might be worth picking him up. Could be a free agent in your league, might be worth getting.
Mhm.
So DeMario Douglas, 5 catches, 55 yards, 7 targets. That's about as good as you're going to get from Mac Jones.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So the last bye week replacement, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Oh.
He's
Yeah,
starting to come on.
Yeah, he went 6 for 63.
Yeah. Good numbers. I mean, considering Seattle got hammered.
Let's not talk about that, please.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I might look his way, man. He's got a brother that plays Major League Baseball.
Really?
Yes. Kanan Smith and Jigba.
Who he play for?
He plays for the Pirates.
He nice?
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. You got one brother in the NFL, another brother playing Major League Baseball. Who are their parents? Yeah, but I would pick up in Jigba. I would pick him up. I think he's getting enough looks. I think Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf are both kind of like nicked up, battling injuries, trying to work their way back. So in the meantime, he's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jackson Smith and Jigba. Could be a free agent. Might want to get him.
Mm-hmm.
You could take the tight ends. I'll take the kickers.
Okay.
right.
First tight end. Jake Ferguson versus the Giants. He went off. I told you.
Yeah, he had a good game against the Eagles.
I said everybody was going to go off against the Eagles. I said it. I knew it.
It was a well-played game. He had a big game.
He almost had 2 touchdowns to when he put his knee down.
Bruh. Yeah, I know. I just don't trust it, man. I just feel like the offense ain't going to have to do that much. But
you might have it backwards. last time the defense got all the points. This time, maybe the offense might get all the points.
I got to think.
Because think about it. They might be mad they just lost to the Eagles.
Right.
You don't want to lose to two division rivals back to back. You don't want to do that.
They will not lose to the Giants. They will not lose to the Giants.
Dak might try to put up 500 yards.
Yeah, I think, like you always say, I'm guilty of overthinking it. Okay, so start Ferguson. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm good. I'll get past that. All right.
You got Hunter Henry versus the Colts.
Okay.
It's not bad. He had 4 catches, 39 yards, 7 targets. He got some targets, so it's not bad.
So technically on the Patriots, he's like the number 2 receiver.
Yeah, he's a number 2.
Yeah, and it's not a whole lot of teams where the tight end is a number 2 receiver, so he might be.
And they had the same amount of targets.
Right.
Him and Davis. They had the same amount of targets.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I think he might lean towards Hunter Henry just because he's a tight end. You know, they love their tight ends.
And he normally throws his way, even going back in previous years. It's just crazy. Juju Smith-Schuster has disappeared. I forgot he was. I know, right?
Who?
I forgot he was on the Patriots. But yeah, I'm cool with Hunter Henry. I picked him up as my bye week replacement last week. Mm-hmm. He did all right.
Okay,
he about to get a Band-Aid though. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Jonnu Smith versus the Cardinals. Drake London got nicked up, so
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah,
somebody got to step up.
Yeah, well, Taylor Heineke's quarterbacking, and both Smith and Kyle Pitts. You know, if you combine their total, they had like 156 yards combined. Jonnu had that long screen though, so I don't know. I think Kyle Pitts is probably on most rosters. Jonnu may be out there as a free agent, but yeah, I think I would start him. I think you almost have to coming off a big game like that. Okay, I'm cool.
Then the last tight end, aka the GOAT.
Yeah, you hit a home run on this one.
One of the probably all time my 5th best free agency pickup.
It was a good one.
Number 5. Cole Kmet. He's him.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns.
2.
Yeah, he had a sweet catch. I think it was on the first one over the shoulder. That was nice. That was a good pickup by you. That was a good pickup. I had to give you props on that one because honestly, I was looking because I was like, Laporta's off and Darren Waller. I'll cut him. So I was like, man, I got to get a tight end. And Kmet was one of the ones I was looking at, but you scooped him up.
I was going to pick up Jonnu at first. And somebody took Jonnu. I was like, well,
wow.
Got to take Cole.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like it, bro. Big points in week 9 for sure. All right. That's good. Good list. You got some bye week replacements?
Yep.
Okay.
You got Irv Smith versus Houston.
Nice. Yeah. He had a touchdown week.
Yeah. So I think that gives him the edge a little bit.
Yeah. Because they had another dude that had I forget his name, but I forget his name. We should know that. But there was another tight end that had got some looks. But if Jamar Chase is limited or not playing, T. Higgins blew up. But some of those targets should leak down to the tight ends. That's a good one.
Juwan Johnson at the Vikings.
Saints tight end.
Yeah, he went 5 for 29. He also had a touchdown.
First game back. He's been out for a minute.
Yeah.
So he should ramp up a little bit more. 5 for 29. That's a good start. So he might be a real good bye week replacement, or maybe even a free agent to pick up to boost your roster. So definitely look at Juwan Johnson. Oh, that works.
Hayden Hurst at the Bears.
Digging deep, but I like it.
Yeah.
Digging deep.
Yeah, we're getting desperate when it comes to the tight ends.
Yeah, and sometimes at bye weeks, you have to roll with desperation at times. It's not a lot there. If you got a real competitive league, it's not a lot of guys out there. So
yeah.
I think he had like 2 balls for 58 yards. He had like a 48-yard catch or something like that, 48-yard catch and run. So, but digging deep, but I think it'd be okay. It should be some points in that game.
The last one we got is Chig Okonkwo.
Yeah.
That last name is crazy.
I know.
I can't say it 5 more times.
That's all right.
I already forgot it.
Yeah, I was glad you got that one. Now you know why you got the tight ends.
Wow.
That
was a setup. Okay.
It was. It was like no, I'm trying to get it out.
Look, you're struggling. It's okay. It's okay. It was
I got
a
lot
setup.
of thoughts in my head. I'm trying to get him out. But in the summer, man, I was hyped on him. I was like, oh, he's going to be my ace in the hole. This is a guy, tight end I can get. Nobody's even going to be thinking about it. Because he had a big year last year.
Yeah.
Glad I didn't. The only reason I didn't because I had Derrick Henry. And I was like, nah, that's too much. But yeah, I got super excited when you talked about that one. Yeah, 3 catches for 29 yards on 4 targets.
Yeah, they go against the Bucks.
Yeah. You gotta feel like the Bucks defense is just oh god.
They're mad. Swiss cheese.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so I got the kickers.
Yes.
All right, so these are 4 kickers that me and Brendan kind of pointed out to have favorable matchups going for Week 10. So we got Blake Groupie, the Saints kicker at the Vikings. It should be big points in that one.
Yeah.
So Groupie is probably going to be a good one to have. Chris Boswell, the Steelers kicker, is playing the Packers at home.
Okay.
I think the Steelers going to get a lot of offensive possessions because the Packers won't be able to keep the ball against their defense. So Chris Boswell's in play. Matt Prater, the Cardinals kicker, he's in play for pretty much the same reasons. The Falcons just seem like we were starting to trust them, and now you feel like you really can't because they kind of falling apart a little bit. So I would take Matt Prater definitely. Brandon Aubrey, the Cowboys kicker. I know in previous years we said some games were like homecoming games. That's probably not fair because some of those games we say it's a homecoming game that the away team's going to get blown out and they don't. But in this case, I think this one's going to get this one's going to get lopsided.
This one might be a scrimmage against the JV versus varsity.
Yeah, because I mean the Giants just don't have much to it. They don't have a quarterback. Tyrod Taylor's still on ribs, and then Daniel Jones is out. So Brandon Aubrey, the Cowboys kicker, is definitely in play.
Yeah.
On the defensive side, let me ask you a couple questions. Right?
Oh, Lord.
So if you had the Bears defense playing the Panthers, would you start the Bears defense? Survey says
yes.
You would start the Bears defense.
Yes.
I agree. Oh, this is a good one.
No.
If you had the Bucks defense playing the Titans, Bucks defense at home.
No.
I don't trust it.
Bucks versus anybody.
I don't trust it. I don't trust it. And they were solid to start the season, but it's going south. Yeah, it's going south. They almost pretty much guaranteeing they're gonna have a new coach next year.
Yeah.
It's just not looking good. All right. So if you had the Browns defense at the Ravens, how do you feel about that?
That's a little harder.
Okay. That's why we do this.
I'm gonna say sit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ravens, they score in many ways. They score in many ways.
Yeah,
you take away the pass, they're going to run it.
Yeah.
Take away the run, they're going to pass. And you can't stop Lamar, especially if he get out here in open field.
Right.
Good luck.
Yeah. So let me ask you a quick question then.
Oh.
So if you look at the Ravens offense, right, and the Eagles offense, which one is the better offense?
You know what?
What?
It's even better.
Okay, what you
Let's
got?
go by position.
What you got?
Let's go by position.
What you got?
Jalen or Lamar?
Damn, that is tough. That's our first curse word on our podcast.
Wow.
I would go with Jalen.
Okay. DeAndre Swift or
Gus Edwards
or whoever.
DeAndre.
Okay. O-line.
I'll go with the Eagles. Okay.
Receiving core.
Eagles.
Okay. Tight end. You can say Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
Dallas Goedert, sir.
I call that one. Well, I'll give that advantage Ravens. I give it advantage Ravens.
Eagles is better.
Okay. I was just curious, but the way you broke it down, yeah, you're exactly right. I think, but they're evenly matched, but I give the edge. Yeah. That was good. Okay, cool. All right, so you would sit the Browns?
Yes.
I would too. I would tend to agree with that one. Go ahead.
I forgot one.
What?
Play calling. Ravens.
Really?
Yes. Oh, the Eagles play calling is terrible. No, we're getting off topic.
Oh, boy, you're a critical fan.
It's third down.
Okay.
And you're up by 4, 5.
All right.
Not even that. No. We're going to start over.
Okay.
Why are you throwing deep balls when it's a minute left in the game?
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man.
And then you threw it out of bounds at that.
Right.
You want to give him a chance? You know what? No, we're getting off of this.
All right, so the Browns defense, I agree with you. I don't think I would play the Browns defense against the Ravens. It's too risky. What about if you had the Ravens? I'm sorry. What about if you had the Raiders defense and you were playing the Jets?
I have to, so yeah.
You gonna play the Raiders against the Jets?
Yeah, I have the Eagles defense there on bye, so
yeah.
And the Jets not really gonna kill me.
Yeah, so normally in our league, like a defense that gives you like stellar points, it's like 18 points, maybe 20. I think the Raiders defense will be able to make plays against the Jets because Zach Wilson, he gonna give you but so much. I think that defense probably like in the 10 to 12 point range, which is not bad.
Yeah, can't get mad at that.
Yeah.
Especially on just like a random pickup that's going to be dropped next week. Can't get mad at
it. Right, for sure. All right, cool. So now we're at the point where Brendan and I will give you a live look in on our rosters. We'll talk through who we're going to start, who we're going to sit, and hopefully some free agents we can talk about as well. So I think you went first last week, right? So I'll go first this week. I'll make it quick. So my team name is Nick's Picks, and my quarterbacks are Dak Prescott and Brock Purdy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Purdy this week because San Francisco's at Jacksonville and Trent Williams is back. And I'm telling you, he is the key to Brock Purdy.
You start Brock Purdy against the Eagles?
I'm not sure.
Would.
Y'all picked on me so bad that I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm going to figure it out. But I'm taking it 1 week at a time. But Purdy's my starter this week.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was putting this together, we were coming over here, man, I got a bunch of running backs. So it's like I got Derrick Henry, Najee Harris, Brian Robertson Jr. I picked up James Conner, and I picked up Tajay Spears because I always
Dude.
get. I know. Well, what? Go ahead.
5?
I know. I'm gonna cut one of them. No, actually, I'm not.
You have one receiver.
I know. So as far as my running backs go, I'm gonna start Derrick Henry, Najee Harris, and I'm gonna give James Conner a shot. I'm gonna check to see how. If the reports are saying he's definitely playing. If he's definitely in, I'm gonna put him in my lineup. But if it's kind of shaky, I'm gonna put him back out. But I'm kind of in a pickle because my starting defense is the Seahawks. So I don't want to play Brian Robertson Jr. against my defense. That would be kind of crazy. It's negating points.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with James Conner. I feel good about that. Like you said, my lone wide receiver is Keenan Allen, right? My 2 tight ends, I have Hunter Henry and Sam Laporta. So I'm gonna cut Hunter Henry. And I got to get a second receiver. Mm-hmm. You're right. I just got the one receiver. But I had to get through Laporta's bye week because I had cut Waller. So I had to pick up something. So like I said, my defense is the Seahawks and my kicker is Tyler Bass, the Bills kicker. He's been laying eggs. So that's going to be my free agent. Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah. He's going to get a Band-Aid. He's going to get cut. So my 2 free agents this week, I got to pick up a receiver, cut Hunter Henry, and then I'll cut Tyler Bass and pick up another kicker.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I got. What you got? It's not as bad as you're going to make it out to be, I'm sure.
All right. So, quarterbacks. I have Geno Smith and Justin Fields. Fields is hurt. Geno laid the egg. He's the reason why
Man, I know. Go ahead and tell the whole story.
Oh,
right. Oh man. He did you dirty.
Oh, real bad.
What did he get? 13 points?
Man, my kicker had more points than he did.
Okay.
That's enough. That's all that needs to be said right there.
Well, the good thing is he's going against the Commanders. So, and they give up yards. So
yeah, that's true.
Could be a
It could be a get back game. You're probably mad. You're probably mad.
That's right. All right.
I got my running backs. I got DeAndre Swift, Aaron Jones, and Zach Charbonnet.
Okay.
Swift is on bye.
Right.
So Aaron Jones is definitely the number 1 starter right now.
Okay.
Zach Charbonnet might just stay on the bench.
Yeah.
I don't think he's honestly going to start at all this year.
Nah, it didn't really pan out like I thought because you had to work and I kind of drafted him for you. But
he set me up.
No, I didn't. I thought he was going to get more run. I thought it would be more like we were talking about earlier, 50-50, 60-40, something.
Nah, it's like
more like 95-5.
Yeah, 90.
99-1.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, my bad. That's just bad parenting. My bad.
Father of the Year award.
Yeah, Father of the Year.
My receivers, I got Stephon Diggs, Jalen Waddle, and Jahan Dotson.
Got studs. That'll work out. I like it.
Diggs has been folding.
He's gonna come back.
Jalen Waddle been injury and playing mid game with the injury.
2 in-game injuries for that dude. Yeah, okay.
And then Jahan Dotson, he's up and down.
Right.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna play all 3 of them.
Okay.
And then I have my tight end, Cole Kmet.
Good pickup.
Who I picked up, yeah.
Yeah, good pickup. Very good pickup.
Then my defenses, Eagles and the Raiders.
Uh-huh.
The Eagles are on bye, so I have to play the Eagles.
Right.
And then my kicker is Matt Gay.
Straight Matt.
Mm-hmm. Straight Matt.
Yeah, he's a good kicker to have. That's cool. So what are you going to do? You going to keep both those defenses?
Yes.
Well, you have to this week because the Eagles are on bye.
Yeah. Next week, Raiders is gone.
Yeah. We got the trade deadline coming up too. So the trade deadline's on the 15th. You think about making a trade?
Yep, I'm trading. Geno got to go.
Really?
As soon as Fields coming back. As soon as Fields come back, Geno got to go.
Yeah. I think I'm like I talked about. I might try to trade one of these running backs. They got way too many. And it might be good to get some
I give you
roster
Jahan
spots.
Dotson.
Huh?
I give you Jahan Dotson.
I don't want him.
Why?
Because I'd rather have Stephon Diggs.
You ain't got nobody on your team that's worth Diggs.
That's cold. That's cold. We can go 2
Who you gonna give me?
I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it on the way
gonna
home.
give me Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, He's a definition of iffy.
No, he's been doing well. Take it off Derek's back. Derek's been doing good.
Okay, sure.
You good?
Yeah,
I'm
good.
That's your lineup?
Yeah.
So we got a lot to do this week. Week 10 shaping up to be real busy.
I got a whole lot of praying to do. That's what I got to do.
Yeah. You scored good points. You just got unlucky. It was Gino. So we'll see.
Gino sucks.
All right, man. We going to get ready to get out of here. Evidently, Brendan's got some stuff he's got to do as far as his roster goes. One thing, you can check us out on Instagram Live. Sunday mornings at like 11:30. We get on there and chop it up and make some last-minute changes if we need to and kind of help some guys with their roster. So come and check us out. Put some questions up there. We'll be sure to respond to you. Again, that's Sunday mornings at 11:30. We're on Instagram Live. We'll see you soon. Hope you get a win. We'll talk to you later. Bye.